maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally, but I feel like we've been steered away from feeling our way through life and have then been put in the position to think our way through life. And those that feel their way through life are looked at as naive, childish, just obviously not intelligent, not seeing the bigger picture, not seeing the little details, not good enough. And I'm here to tell you that we are extremely intelligent beings. Humans are. A lot of beings are. Now, I don't know the science, and I don't know the actual legitimacy of how much of our brain's capacity that we use on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day, lifetime type basis. They say it's like 10%. Some say it's 20%. Who fucking knows? And who fucking cares, honestly? Because what I'm here to tell you is just a truth that we're going to eventually come to face and have to integrate and accept, is that we would be able to use a lot more of our bandwidth of our brain, or we would be able to use our brains in a more efficient way, even if, say, we use our entire brain, which I genuinely don't think that we do. But say we did. You look around yourself at the world, and you can see all the wonderful things we've created. The roadways, the buildings, the businesses, the architecture, the this, the that, the da 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 da. We're really good, aren't we? However, could you imagine if we used our brains in an even better way, even more collaborative way, an even more cooperative way? How deeply satisfied we could be with the buildings that we create, how deeply satisfied we could be with the roads that we use to take to this and this place and that intersect us between different places. Because right now, it's just there. It's just like, oh, okay, like maybe once, if ever, you're like, hey, like I'm kind of feel grateful that this road is here and that I'm not having to walk all this way, or having to have a horse and buggy, or have to flap my arms and somehow manage to fly there. Like, maybe if you're really like feeling good that day and you're like genuinely feeling grateful of the things that we've created in this life, and you're like, yeah, like I'm glad this road is here. But on a regular day-to-day basis, when you're traveling to work and such, kind of curse it. You're like, fuck this road sucks, I hate the way that they laid this out, blah 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 blah. And you know what a beautiful thing is when we integrate this reality I'm about to tell you, this truth, into our reality that we can see and experience with our humanness, we will feel so deeply satisfied and deeply grateful for every inch of everything that we can create, which is everything. We can create anything. Anything. The truth is that by feeling your way through life first, is when you can access so much more of your brain. I'm going to say that again. Feeling your way through life leads you to deeper thinking through life. We have over I want to say like overburdened our intellectualization. We have overburdened our intellect because when you think your way through life, you have to think about the way you say this, the way you do that, the way you move, the way you communicate, the way you do that. You have to think about so many factors in order for it to flow and feel good. Does that make sense? Like, we could intellectualize our lives all day, and we have. Has it felt good? Does it feel good when you intellectualize your life? Sometimes it does, yeah. Sometimes it does. But a lot of the times it doesn't, because it's exhausting. It is exhausting. Having to think about every single tiny little detail and being able to get it just right and lined up all together in order for it to feel any type of good way. When if we just stopped that, and I think a lot of us intellectualize things because we're so afraid of being dumb. We're so afraid of not being intelligent. We're so afraid of being looked at as stupid or naive or immature or this or that or blah, 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 blah. And someday, soon, I think, we're going to come face to face with those fears. And we're going to realize, you know what? I am intelligent. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I don't care. Because I know I'm intelligent, okay? See, what we have done with our intellect is we have tried to measure it and base it off of how much we use, how measurable it is. So if you have a lower IQ, you're seen as unintelligent. What a disservice we've done to ourselves in that respect. Oh man. Because there are some people that I know, deeply know, like a very much know. I know some people who have extremely low IQs, extremely low. And let me tell you what, they are some of the smartest fucking people I've ever met in my life. And you know why? Because they're not afraid of looking dumb. They're not afraid of feeling stupid. They're not afraid of it because they've been called it for their whole life. They had to cope with it somehow, and so they just stopped giving a fuck. And you know what they do now instead? They feel their way through life. Now, some people don't. But if you want to have the quality of life that you want to have, if you want to feel the way about life that you want to feel, if you want to think of yourself in the way that you want to think of yourself, you better make peace with the fact that you're going to have to feel your way through life. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is feel how every moment, every situation, every thought, every emotion, every thing, everything, how does it feel to you? Does it sit right within you? Does it feel yummy and delicious and just fucking orgasmic? Or does it feel wrong, disempowering, untrustworthy, sketchy? Go in the way of feeling delicious about everything. And you will be able to use your beautiful intellect and your beautiful brain for far more things than we're able to use it for now. Because when you go in the way of feeling good, whole, satisfied, yummy, then your intellect and your big, fat, juicy, beautiful brain is a beautiful tool to help you feel even more yummy and even deeper satisfaction and even more humanistic way of deliciousness. Feel your way through life. Let it channel through your intellect, and you will merge all that is into your now. Oh, God. Those are the ones that make you tingle everywhere.